Hello all. Today we are going to see about organization. I am S Harini, currently pursuing second year BCom CS batch 1922 from KCS Kasinadar College of Arts and Science. Meaning and definition of organization. Meaning: the word organization has come from the word organism, which means a structure of interrelated and interdependent parts. The parts or components of organization consist of men, machines, materials, methods, money, functions, authority, and responsibility. The task of organization is to unit or integrate these components effectively for the purpose of attaining the common goal. Definition: organization is a harmonious adjustment of specialized part of the accomplished of some common purpose or purposes. Henning: organization is the establishing of effective authority relationship among selected work persons and workplaces in order for the group to work together efficiently. G.R. Terry. Process of organization. Division of work. The entire work of a business enterprise is divided into a number of activities for better performance and control in manufacturing concern. The various activities may be divided into certain categories: production, finance, personnel, and marketing. In a trading concern, the activities may be divided into purchase, storage, display, accounting, sales, advertising, etc. Grouping of activities. As the second step, activities which are similar in nature and also closely related will be put under the control of a department. For example, window display, advertising, management of sales staff, sales promotion, etc. are the activities to be grouped and brought under the control of the marketing department. Assignment of work. After the activities have been grouped into departments, the next step is to assign work to every individual who is employed in a particular department. For example, in the finance department, an individual may be assigned the work of receiving cash. Another person may be making cash disbursement. Delegation of authority. An employee who has been assigned some work need to be given certain authority to carry out the responsibility. Transfer of authority by a superior to a subordinate. It is known as the delegation of authority. For example, a salesman who has been asked to look after sales in a particular region needs to be given the necessary funds to go over to such a place, stay there, and meet the customer in that place. He needs funds for traveling, stay, food. Creation of accountability. A subordinate to whom authority has been delegated must be made accountable to his superior for the use of authority and for the work done. Only by creating accountability, the superior can ensure that the subordinate has fulfilled the task assigned to him and has not misused the authority. Defining relationships. It means that every subordinate should know who his superior is, and in the same manner, every superior must know the subordinates under him. Every subordinate has to carry out the task assigned to him by his superior only, and he is accountable to that superior alone. Importance of organization. Benefits of specialization. Under organizing, the whole work is systematically allocated and divided into different parts. Right man is put at the right job. It increases the efficiency of workers and motivates them to put their best into the work. Repetitive performance of a specific job on a regular basis helps a worker gain experience and get specialized in that job. As a result, organizing leads to specialization. Clarity in working relationships. Organizing helps in establishing working relationship and clearly defines the line of communication and also specifies who is to report to whom. This further helps in fixation of responsibility and also specifies the dimensions of authority which an individual can exercise. Optimum utilization of resources. Organizing provides fuller and efficient use of all human, physical, and financial resources. Proper allocation of jobs helps in avoiding overlapping of work, ensures optimum use of resources without any wastage. Adapting to changes. Organizing helps business enterprises to adjust to the environmental changes. In order to ensure smooth functioning of an enterprise, organizing suitably modifies the organizational structure and various interrelationships existing in the enterprise. Moreover, it also provides stability in the enterprise so that it continue to grow and survive in spite of changes. Effective administration. Organizing helps in bringing about administrative efficiency because it leads to specialization, which brings effectiveness in administration. It clarifies centers of authority and power and thus results in proper execution of work. It provides a clear description of jobs and related duties, which result in avoiding duplication of work. Development of personnel. Organizing creates structure of an organization. That structure provides a base or framework for assigning and performing various functions efficiently. Effective delegation allows managers to assign jobs of a routine nature to their subordinates. Expansion and growth. Organization promotes growth and diversification of an enterprise. It enables the enterprise to take up new challenges. Example, more job positions, departments, new product lines, and also new geographical territories, etc., for increasing sales and profit.